Hey everyone, Toby, part of the eight-figure mastermind team. I have a bunch of characters with me right now. I don't know if it's that way or that way whenever I point, so I'll just do both. The way I'm looking at it, I got my man who's now currently down under, Brian Couch, with that awesome hat going on. I got Cheryl Samit, I got Kat, I got Sheena, and then you have me. And we're going to be sharing some insight over the next 30 to 45 minutes that could potentially have the impact on your life like it's had for all of us. You're going to hear, yeah, okay, so we're live on the page. That's awesome. And I just want to let everybody know you can comment below, and we will definitely do our best to answer your questions. Okay, sweet. I just wanted to make sure that everybody can hear us and see us. Okay, perfect. So let's rock and roll. Anybody that knows us or knows our team, we're not about hanging around and taking up the first 10, 15 minutes of a webinar with basically just fluff. That's crap. I hate that. So I'm jumping straight to my desktop and let's rock and roll because I did put together some awesome stuff for everyone here today. So like I said again, we are the eight-figure mastermind. We are a conglomerate of weirdos who have figured some things out online to live this extraordinary life. Now, this training tonight is going to be on the 3 critical mistakes 9 out of 10 business owners make online that immediately kills their chance of success and leaves them dead in the water. When I was writing that headline, I just thought of Jaws, and I don't know what, I hate sharks. I'm scared of sharks. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm scared of sharks for whatever reason. Not on land though. I think I could take one if it was on land, maybe. But in the sea, yeah, I'm definitely afraid of sharks. So when I put that dead in the water, it had a real vivid impact for me. And you might be a brand new business owner. You could be someone that's been struggling with your business for a while. No matter where you're at, whether you're brand new, whether you're someone that's been struggling, or whether you're someone that's been getting some results, we're going to share something on this webinar tonight that may change your life. We're going to share some information that could definitely impact you in a positive way. Now, I say we have 30 minutes to change your life, but we actually have 30 minutes to say something, 30 minutes to... If you could mute out, whoever's on the panel, just mute out. We don't want to hear your domestic that's going on. Just kidding. Love y'all. We have 30 minutes here tonight, me and the team and I have 30 minutes to say something, show you something that sparks something within sight of you in order for you to create change in your life, whether it's grow your business, start a business, join something else. Now, before we take off, I want to get this blatant warning out there for everyone. I want you to leave right now if you are someone who complains. If the video won't load, if I'm a little bit glitchy, if someone comes on like Sheena or someone else like Brian who's down under and his video's it's lagging a little bit and you're complaining, you don't need to be here. We're not looking for complainers. There's plenty of people out there like us who are optimistic, who are positive, who want what we have. You can leave right now if you're someone that doesn't work hard. You can leave right now if you are always someone who they're owed something. If you want something for nothing, if you're that kind of person, we love you, but you can leave right now. There's the door. And you can leave right now if you're someone that won't act on an opportunity to change their life because they're scared of the what ifs. That may be someone, you may have done that in your past where you've had the resources to take advantage, you've had the timing, you've had the mentorship, but you just have been scared of the what ifs and the unknowns. Now, if you're still here and you're someone that is not a complainer, you're not a wussy, you take advantage of opportunity, I have a big fat promise for you. If you stay to the end, you will have these 3 things. You'll have, number 1, a crystal clear view of what you must be doing daily in your business to get life-changing results. That's what we're about here at the 8-Figure Mastermind team. We're not about helping you in a little way that maybe impacts your life. We're about helping you in lots of little ways that in the grand scheme of things revolutionizes your life and evidently changes your quality of life in your routine. You're also going to get a foolproof procedure for never running out of leads again. Yes, If I can do it, a dyslexic, used to be a drug addict, 20-something-year-old kid from Scotland can figure this stuff out and never have a problem with leads, you can too. And number three, a more efficient and effective way to earn the income you need to live the life that you desire and you deserve. That sounds good, right? You want that, right? But first, let me tell you about a love story. When Toby met Lawrence, Lawrence isn't on, he might be on right now, I'm not sure if he is, he's a busy guy. He started the 8-Figure Mastermind group along with all the other leaders here, and there's other leaders who are on the panelist tonight that you'll get to meet in the future. And it all resonated and came to fruition because of a company that we were a part of and still are a part of, the Empower Network. So Lawrence, Layla and I, that's my wife Layla, she's putting the kiddos down to bed right now. We met before Empower Network. We were in a couple of different companies together inside of the home business arena, and we had never worked together side by side locking arms. We had been in different teams, we had known each other through different systems, and we chatted and we were friends, but we'd never come together and actually partnered on something. And when Empower Network started, a few years ago, Layla and I were in transition from one company. We'd got burnt out. We had made really good money, high 6 figures, almost 7 figures from this industry. We had got burnt out. We were doing the same old things. We're hounding our friends and family, traveling to a different city each weekend, but only seeing the hotel, the airport, and the person's home that we were in their living room. And we just got to the end of our rope. Yes, we were living a pretty good standard of life, but we were frustrated, we were unfulfilled, and Lawrence showed us the Empower Network. We joined, and Lawrence, Layla, and I went on to create some pretty massive income, some pretty revolutionary things, and produce some 7-figure earners out of it. And to this day, 4 years or so later, we've luckily enough to be able to work beside people like Brian, Cheryl, Kat, Sheena, all the leadership, and really be able to have a systematic approach that someone, if they truly want it, can go from whatever background, no matter where they're at, no matter what they're doing, and be able to move to a life that they really want to thrive in. So that's Layla, Lawrence, and I's little background. Now, I want to share a slide with you here because we have all kinds of people from all over the world who are a part of this team, and I want you to hear a little bit from them right now. So, Brian, if you could just jump out, my friend, and share a little bit about you, let everybody know who you are, and just kind of demonstrate the diversity that we have in our team with this 8-Figure Mastermind.
Absolutely. Can you guys hear me all right? Am I good?
Loud and clear, brother.
All right, all right. What's going on, guys? My name is Brian Couch, and I'm actually from San Antonio, Texas, but right now I'm coming to you from Melbourne, Australia. It's like 11 in the morning. I kind of just got up. I got my sweet hat yesterday. Had a cool plane fly. Still, but about 3 years ago, I was looking around on the internet for something. You know, I was in a position where I was stuck in a cubicle, not doing cool things like wearing Crocodile Dundee hats with my teeth on here and all that. I was just kind of stuck in a cubicle. I had my plastic plant, and it was day in, day out, same thing, right? Like I think today's Wednesday over there where you guys are at. It's Thursday for me, but that was hump day, right? That was the day where, you know, finally we're halfway through the week and we could look forward to the only reason we're alive, which is the weekend. And that wasn't a place that I wanted to be. And so I saw what Toby was showing you. I saw what Lawrence had shown, and I decided to get started. You know, I plugged into the team, and as of 2013, May 31st, that was the last day I had that job. Since then, I've been traveling all around the world, kind of living life on my terms. I was just at an event in Orlando, Florida, making it rain up on stage, you know, having the time of my life. And so what I could say is, you know, guys, what the information that you're getting here has been absolutely life-changing for me. So if you take this seriously, so I'll pass this back over to you, Toby.
Oops. Awesome, brother. Thanks for chiming in from down under. Sorry, I was on mute there because the babies were doing a little bit of screaming. I didn't want everybody to think I was doing something weird. So I just looked down and saw that we have on our fearless leader, the guy that I just mentioned a little bit ago. So Lawrence, if you could come out and share your vision a little bit, dude, before we dive into the content, and then we'll definitely get with Kat, Sheena, Joe, and Cheryl, and everybody, Dirk and Muriel.
Yeah,
there.
man, for sure, man. Thanks for having me, and thanks for putting this together, Toby. I think it's pretty awesome that, I mean, in our industry of internet marketing, affiliate marketing, network marketing, this stuff is needed. How to build a legitimate business and how to use the internet, right? We're not saying, you know, only do this method, but you're going to quickly find out that it's just way easier. I mean, how else would, let's say, myself, Toby, and my business partner, Dwayne Powell, how could we have collectively sponsored 2,000 people into our businesses personally? You can't do that, right? So, you know, what happened with me was I was stuck in a cubicle. I used to be an engineer, a mechanical engineer based out of Houston, Texas, doing oil and gas. And I was just like, it got me thinking when I started reflecting. See, I retired from engineering back in 2012, and I was watching this movie Big. You remember the movie Big with Tom Hanks, where, like, you know, he's like a kid. He's like he wanted to be older. He wished to be older, and now he's like some like 35-year-old dude, right? And he's in this boardroom meeting, and he's watching because he's working like the kid's ideal job, right? Playing with toys. And he's in this meeting, and this old guy with the suit, all uptight, talking about a robot building. But it's not a robot building per se. It's a building that turns into a robot, you know. And he goes, "Well, I don't get it. I just don't get it. How is that fun, right?" And I'm watching this movie, right? I'm thinking back. I'm like, why would I give up the opportunity to raise my kids, travel the world, have fun, race cars, own a Porsche, live in a big house, travel the world, go on a Disney World trip during the weekday, have more vacations than my boss, and get paid? I think I was getting paid like $75,000 a year. So some people might be like, dude, that's really good. But you know what? That same job, everyone got laid off. So it's like, what's the point, right? When you're working for someone else's dreams, what is the point? The point is, if you're an employee, you better love what you do at no matter the cost, right? Because sometimes you just get underpaid. That's just the way it is. Like if you're an artist, if you're a musician, if you love painting, if you love walking dogs, sometimes the value proposition of what you're worth just isn't there. But for me, guys, I wanted to make enough money to stay at home, drink my wife's weird green concoctions, and be given, like, I don't think someone gave me like this Puerto Rican like rolled stogie. I don't even smoke, you know, but it's just the stuff you get. It's a pretty cool lifestyle, right? And you get to meet people like Toby and awesome panel that's coming on, and my buddy Brian Couch, who I forced to go to an event. I go, dude, just go to an event, man, just do it. And he's making it rain on, like, literally making it rain on stage. So proud of the dude. I think he had 300 customers come in personally. That's ridiculous stuff. So I'm going to jump off. I'm going to listen in, and thank you so much, man, for having me on.
Awesome, bro. And so Lawrence is kind of sharing some insight into the quality in this team. You're not watching a hangout, a training with a bunch of new people who have great intentions, great passion, but they don't have results. You are talking to multiple seven-figure earners, multiple six-figure earners, and high five-figure earners. So you're definitely able to plug into, if you decide to take us up on the offer that we have for you at the end, you definitely have a wealth of knowledge to plug into. Now, you're going to hear from everyone else as we move forward, but I want to keep moving this along in a productive way. So the first mistake, and remember, you can post questions below anytime we're rocking this. The first critical mistake that we see brand new people or people who are struggling online to not build their business and not get the life that they deserve is they're focusing all of their attention and effort on selling their product or service. That's a mistake, you may be saying. You focus all your attention and all your effort on selling your product or service. Can anyone in the chat box right now tell me, if you don't focus on selling your product or service, what are you supposed to be focusing on? If you're not focused on selling your product or service, if that's the critical mistake number one of why people fail, what should you be focused on? I'm not looking at the page to see if there's some answers. If there is some good answers or some right answers, we have some smart people on the line. You should be focusing on your customers' biggest issues. You should be focusing on your customers' 1 and 2 biggest challenges when it comes to whatever it is you're selling. If you're in weight loss, obviously your customer's biggest challenge is the fact that they still want to eat McDonald's and not go to the gym, and they want to lose weight. Their biggest challenge, depending on what space you're in with the weight loss niche, but I'm just talking about as a majority. Obviously, there's special cases with thyroid problems, with other illnesses and diseases where people put on weight and they can't help it. That's another specialized audience you have to go after. But for the masses, we're talking about people are flat out lazy and they want to lose weight. Same with quit smoking, same with being successful. So no matter what industry you're in, no matter what audience that your product or service falls into, if you're solely focusing on your product and your service and not your customer, you're missing out. Because at the end of the day, your customer doesn't give a shit about your benefits of your product if it doesn't solve their biggest issues. Your target audience, your customer, they don't care. They couldn't care less about when the company was founded. They couldn't care less about how many millionaires they've made. They couldn't care less about where the company is and how many countries they're in. They don't care about what's in the product. They don't care about any of that. All they care about is what's it going to do for me. So right now in your business, when you're emailing, if you're creating content, if you're creating content, if you're out there on Facebook trying to recruit people or get new clients, or however you are marketing, if you are solely focusing on that data of your company, your product or service, you are missing the boat because your target audience is looking at it and going, yeah, whatever, and keeps moving. But if you do the same amount of marketing, Facebook, YouTube, all these different channels of marketing, if you do the same amount of effort, but switch your message over to strictly talking about your customer, your customer's issues, you're going to have massive results. Now, I want to bring one of the leaders out right now, Joe Chance. If you could come out, my friend, because he was the first one inside of our leader chat to immediately say your customer. So if you could just share a little story, a little bit of insight into when that clicked for you, or maybe some failures you had in the past before that clicked, Joe, that'd be awesome.
Hey, thanks a lot, Toby. I truly appreciate it. And everyone out there listening in, Toby has really the most deference that I've heard in so long in the industry. And by deference, this takes me back to my days as a trial attorney. Part of what I had to accomplish in going to a trial, and I know, hard to believe, right? Wearing this old ripped up shirt with Kokoro, meaning part here on my shirt, and here I am doing this online entrepreneur thing, right? Trial attorney for 10 years. Well, here's the fun thing. Those people are turds. I like to be around great people that like to enjoy their life. So in the process, what Toby's talking about and how he says it is so important. And that's what I think really attracted me to this business model. Because even if you're writing an email or even if you're doing something that's marketing related, you always have to reach that audience, that customer, to influence them. And when I first kind of recognized the connection between being a trial attorney, trying to fight a battle, and being an affiliate for what we're doing and learning this new system, I realized it all boils down to what is that person searching for? Who do they want to listen to? Why do they want to listen to you? Now, when I say listen, it reminds me back, a year and a half ago. Like you, I was out there searching, and I found this guy, Lawrence Tam. Now, he and I never spoke. In fact, I got in the business for about 6 months before he ever reached out to me because I got momentum. But I listened to his lifestyle. I listened to what he was doing, and that's what I was searching for. And I think Toby's about to lay out the secret sauce right now because that's exactly what the audience was. I was Lawrence's audience, and that's your customer. So Thanks for bringing me out, Toby. I think you're awesome, man, and I think you're the right guy to lead everybody tonight. And this whole panel, wow, I've learned so much from everyone on this panel. And whoever's seeing this either tonight or later in a replay, you've got to do what these folks are sharing with you. It's to your benefit. So take it away, Toby.
Absolutely, Joe. Thank you for jumping out, and it's totally true because Lawrence knew who his target audience was. He knew the pain points that you were going through. He knew the language that you were talking to yourself, talking to your friends and family. So Lawrence knew what to create in his marketing in order to hook you in, so to speak, in order to persuade you and influence you to take the action that he wanted you to take. Right now in your business, you got to be doing the exact same thing. You got to know your audience so well that you can craft your message in a certain way that allows that person to say, hey, this person really knows me, even though you don't know them, even though they don't know you, but they feel like they know you or you know them because you know your audience so well. Actually, before we get to critical mistake number 2, let me just share some pretty breakthrough stuff with you. I told you I was going to blow your mind here, so let's do exactly that. So let's say you're someone that's brand new and you're in the weight loss space. Let's just say that because it's an easy one to target and to use as an example. So if I was in the weight loss space and I had a product or a service to sell, the first thing I would do is I'd go in and I'd put top 10 weight loss diet. And I'd find out, obviously Cosmopolitan's right there, I'd find out what the trend and diet fad is of the moment. And I'd take note of all the lingo that they were using. Like what is the new fad? What's the new fashion? What are people doing, right? The second thing I'd do is I'd go and type in top 10 weight loss blogs. And I'd find a good post that had a lot of traction, a lot of comments, and I'd find out what those blogs were. And I'd go onto those blogs and I'd read the comments. I'd go onto those blogs and I'd read the frustrations. I'd go onto those blogs and I would see exactly the lingo that my target audience was using. I would use one of the biggest websites out there and I'd go to Amazon and I'd type in weight loss. And I'd see what's the most the most popular weight loss products on. I just realized I put weight lose. It must be that coffee. So I go to Amazon and I find out what is the top weight loss products, and I sort by average customer review. So it's going to go out there and it's going to sort for me the products that have a lot of reviews, good reviews, and bad reviews. And then if you go by relevance, it's going to bring it up by the basically the hottest items for whatever it is that I'm searching. So there was one for 500, but I clicked off it. Let's go to this one here that has 159 reviews. I would go in there, and anything on Amazon that has over 10 to 15 to 20 reviews is a popular product. So I would go in there and I would click and read all of these reviews. I would see what people are saying, what they're not saying, what are they missing, and I'd be taking note of all of this stuff. What else I would do is I would come here and type in weight loss books. Amazon's not playing nice today. So and type in weight, and I'd find out which one here. This one by Joel Furman, Eat to Live, has 4,000 reviews. So I could come in here, and not only could I read the comments and reviews, but what I can also do is I can click on the image of the book. Some of them give you it, some of it don't. But I can go in and actually find out the table of contents for the book. Now, if this is a #1 Amazon bestseller, New York Times bestseller, it's got 4,000 good reviews, this thing's probably sold at least 100,000 copies if it's got 4,000 reviews, right? Pretty popular book, right? So what I could do is I could find out, well, what's the table of contents? Now, sometimes they have it right on Amazon, Sometimes you have to go off of Amazon to find it. Like if I'll do this, because this is when I learned this shit, it was like revolutionary stuff. Eat to live. Because what I'm doing here is I'm farming data to use in my marketing. So here's this book, here's the chapters. Digging Our Graves with Forks and Knives, The Effects of the American Diet. Chapter 2, Overfed Yet Malnourished, The Effects of the American Diet. What does that say? Photochemicals? I don't know if that's right. Nature's Magic Pills, The Dark Side of Animal Protein. Are you dying to lose weight? Nutritional wisdom makes you thin. So these are all terms that I could then use in my marketing. I know this is a very popular book in the weight loss space. I know that this is company, this person's done masses of research to find out what are the commonly most things talked about inside of the weight loss space. So I can come here and take these table of contents, this chapter, and use that in my marketing. I could use that in my presentation. I could use that in my emails. I could use that as my message to speak to my target audience. That makes sense, right? You guys loving this stuff? It's pretty awesome, right? So, critical mistake number 2. Once we've got number 1 out of the way and we shift all of our focus and attention from selling just our product or service, we shift it to the message and our audience, now it's time to look at more of a business foundational way of thinking. If you only have an introductory... Yep.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, hey, yeah, guys, I just want to say that the stuff that Toby just taught right there, when I was in network marketing, the only thing I ever learned was how great the company was, how great the leadership was, and how I need to go talk to my friends and family, leverage the fact that there's people out there that love me, and use that to try to sell them some shit. What Toby just showed you was that you can actually find people that want to buy this. They want to buy your products, and you can sell it to them. That right there was a huge shift for me. It changed everything that I was doing immediately. I took massive action on it, and that was when I really started to get results. So I didn't mean to interrupt, but I just wanted to harp on that because that is so awesome what you just shared.
Oh, dude, I appreciate it, man. And that's just that one little tip. If you're getting value from this, just think of how much value you'll get when you join the 8-Figure Mastermind team. And while you're watching this training, if you get the urge to learn more about what we do, just click one of the buttons below, and it will take you over to a brand new, unique, pretty rare presentation that actually breaks down why we're all together, marketing tactics that we use, and how you can leverage the 8-Figure Mastermind. Sound good? So critical mistake number 2, you only have an introductory price product to build your entire business off of. What does that mean? Well, right now, you may be someone who's a chiropractor. You may be someone who is an aromatherapist. You may be someone who's a network marketing business owner. You may be someone that has a traditional brick and mortar business, dog walking. I mean, the list of industries that we market to and help is endless. But you may only have one product right now. You may only have a $27 or a $97 or a $147. A trial attorney, Joe says, you may only have one product to sell, and it's an introductory product, meaning that when you go out there and you do your marketing the right way and you qualify your subscribers and you qualify your buyers, and someone says, yes, I'm ready to buy, and they give you money, whatever that is, $7, $97, $147, you don't have an upsell. You don't have a way to maximize your ROI. You don't have a way to take that person who said, yes, I'll pay you $47, $97, $127, whatever they're going to pay you, and you're missing out on the upsell process. Now, because the 8-Figure Mastermind team partnered with the Empower Network, we're able to make one-time commissions of thousands of dollars. We can get someone through the front door for $25, you'll see here tonight, and then you can move straight into an upsell process. You can move straight into a value ladder, which is giving you exactly more of what you want, but you're actually getting you're getting more of what you want, and you're sustaining your business and being able to grow at a much faster pace because you're able to make more money from your efforts. Just think about it, right? If you're going to spend $25 or $10 to get a new customer, and maybe you make $47 on that new customer, wouldn't it make sense to then offer that brand new customer something else that they'd be interested in, something else that goes along with what they just bought, so you can then maximize your ROI? Of course. Now, if you're in a business right now that you don't have another product, you need to do one of two things. You need to create a new one so you're able to maximize your ROI so you can sustain and scale, or you need to join a team in a business like what we have here, so you're able to make commissions of $1,000, $2,000. We've had, many of us on the line have had days of $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000, $60,000, $100,000. Now, that may be too hard to fathom for you right now. That's okay. We're here to show you it's possible. Now, all the incomes discussed here tonight are nowhere guarantee that you will make money by joining us. Your results will vary. We don't know what you're going to do. We don't know the action you'll take. We can just show you exactly what it is that we do, and hopefully you take action on it. So critical mistake number 3, you aren't building a mailing list or cultivating your audience. You will be, now a lot of people, it sounds like we've got a pretty educated audience on the line who know a lot of this stuff, which is awesome, but you will be just dumbsmacked to know that 9 out of 10 people that come online don't actually know that they need to build a list. They don't understand that the first website that their potential customer sees is not just a simple information page. It should be an opt-in page. It should be a page that when someone hits it, you're asking for their name, their email, whatever the information you need in your business. I know we've done marketing for plastic surgeons that on their first page, they ask for 10 different pieces of data. Now, in our industry, if we did that, our conversions would be crap. We wouldn't basically get anyone to opt in, but they know their audience is so serious that when they come to the first piece of, or basically the front door of their business online, they can ask for that much information because how passionate their viewer is, their audience is to solving the issue. Think about it. If you have someone that's badly burned from an accident or a fire, and they're going to a plastic surgeon to get their face fixed, how passionate and how much pain is driving their decision to get that fixed? There's a ton of pain behind that. So they'll go above and beyond to do different things. That's also another thing that you need to focus on in your business, is how much pain is associated to the issue that your target audience is having, and you need to play on that. So basically a capture page is really simple. It's just a page that someone would go to, and rather than you giving them all the goods of what you told them you give them, you're putting up a box, and in that box will be either a name, an email, or a telephone field where they have to put in that information to see whatever it is that you're offering. Now, we're lucky enough that we're all part of a system that does that for us. They give us a ready-made sales funnel that's converting. All we have to do is plug and play. All we have to do is copy and paste. All we have to do is connect the dots by copying and paste our link. If you're like me and you like simple things that you can make money from that's already tested and proven, you're going to want to take advantage of what we have coming up here in a minute. So the third critical mistake is a person is not building their own list, and they're not cultivating that list, giving that list information that person really wants to hear about. Now, actually, before we jump to the next slide, I want to bring out Kat, because Kat and her amazing hubby Romeo are amazing leaders. They've gone from being broke and unfulfilled to traveling the world 4 years now. They've been job-free, but something that they do really, really well is they cultivate their audience and cultivate their list. So, Kat, if you could come out here and just share a couple minutes of wisdom with everybody on the line about that, because you guys do it so, so well.
Thank you so much, Toby. Yeah, we're actually celebrating, it's actually today, 4 years job-free, and right now I'm traveling in Toronto. Romeo's in Costa Rica, and, you know, we're building this business. It's fantastic. We found 2 crazy Canadians online, Toby and Layla, and just got signed up and have gotten like so much value from being a part of this mastermind with, you know, 8-figure mastermind with Lawrence, with everyone here. So yeah, I mean, everything you're sharing here is it took us a while to get it when we first got on, and it wasn't so, you know, well presented when we first started, and like it took a while for us to kind of catch on to these things. But once we got it, it was just life-changing. Like, there was a point in, building our list where we really learned about cultivating the audience, and it just changed everything. I mean, the funny thing for us is that we actually have a fairly small list in comparison to a lot of people. They talk about these like lists into like thousands and thousands. We don't have that, and yet we're able to make money. We're able to build this relationship with these people, and it's because everything that you're saying, Toby, because they're hungry for what we're offering, because we understand what their needs are, because we understand what their pains are, and we've gotten so good at targeting that we know exactly kind of who's coming in, and we know how to help them, and we've built amazing relationships that way. So, everything, Toby, that you're teaching here is just, it's pure gold, because these are things that we learned and things that like drastically changed our business.
For sure. And we love you guys. It's awesome to see you and Romeo. We love not only just people getting success, but we love having weirdos like us who don't conform to the norm, who stand out in a crowd, who just decided, you know what, I'm not going to go through what everybody else goes through. I'm going to create my own path. And by doing that, you guys are changing so many people's lives. So thanks for coming out, Kat. So let's keep this moving here. You've seen the 3 critical mistakes that 9 out of 10 business owners make. Now we're going to show you something that fixes all 3 of those issues. Do you want something that would fix all 3 of those issues? No matter what business you're in, no matter what industry you're in, you need to know how to market properly. You get that, right? You've been on here for 38 minutes. You understand that you need to learn how to market properly. So we have a system, we have a tool, and we have a way for you to learn how to market the most efficient way possible. See, you could go out there and get everything that the Empower Network has in 100 different places. You would have to pay 100 different fees, and you would have to go to 100 different membership sites to get it, but you could spend years to get it. It's truthfully, you could. But why would you want to do that when Dave and now Dave and Chris have packaged everything together under one roof for $25 a month? You can get started with the Kalatu Basic program, and you can get inside there and be light years ahead of your competition. I just want to touch on these things briefly because this is the product line that we have access to. The ones on top here, the affiliate system, Kalatu Basic, Kalatu Premium, these are your tools where you can get a blog platform. You can start to learn more about marketing. This is the beginner level. Moving into the inner circle and the 6-figure shortcuts training, that's more of intermediate, where you'd start to learn more marketing techniques, kind of like the stuff you've learned tonight. And then if you're someone that wants to earn high 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures and beyond, and create that lifestyle for you and your family, that's where you're going to move into the top producer team building formula and the mass influence formula. Now, I just want to briefly go over there and show you, and again, anytime that you're going through this, or you're watching it live, or if you're listening to the replay right now, what I want you to do, if you get the urge to move forward, if you get the urge and take the feeling inside of you to actually change your life, all you have to do is click the button below on this page, and it will bring you over to learn more, watch the presentation, and then sign up for this tool, sign up for this system. If you basically want more information like this because you know it will help your business grow, you want to sign up right now. When you do sign up for the $25 a month level, you're going to be brought into the Kalatu Basic package. Basically, you're going to get a blog, but not only a blog platform, you're going to get some other tools built in that were designed by marketers for marketers. And again, you've heard people that were a trial attorney, you've heard people that were a traditional salesperson, an engineer. It doesn't really matter what walk of life that you come from, you can get value from joining this team. You can get value to grow your business by plugging into the Empower Network products and services. So if you want to know more, again, all you have to do is click the button on that page that you're watching the Hangout on right now. It'll bring you over to a short, informative presentation that will give you everything you need to know to make a smart decision for you and your business. You'll get the blog, you'll get the platform, you'll get some introductory training for that price, and then of course there's different products for you to work through as you're working your way up the ladder. Now, we want you to do something extremely special for everybody on the line. Now, we decided, because we're a team 8-figure mastermind. We're a team that's put together of 7-figure marketers, 6-figure marketers, high 5-figure marketers. We have a ton of bonuses for you. So when you join someone else inside the Empower Network, I don't know what you're going to get, but when you join our team right now, you go with the person that invited you here and you click the buttons below, we're going to go above and beyond and give you bonuses. So not only are you going to get all the training and all the blogging platform and everything else inside Empower, you're also going to get our team bonuses. We have daily accountability through our private mastermind groups. So yes, every day you can stay supercharged, you can stay inspired, and you can stay congruent. If you're someone that gets inspired or motivated about something and then it fizzles out because you for whatever reason, we all do that, this is a way for you to be able to stay plugged in, stay motivated, so you can actually get to your end result. We see people in our industry charging anywhere from $97 to $297 a month to be a part of these accountability tribes. You get it free when you join with the team member inside an 8-figure mastermind. You're also going to get weekly evergreen trainings where basically a 7 or 6-figure earner will come on and show you exactly what's working. Do you think that you can take away a couple of things from tonight, implement them into your business and see good results? Of course. Imagine you had access to that every single week about what was working. That's a $97 a month value. You're also going to get access to our proprietary Facebook connection bootcamp and templates. This is something that we've never seen any other team do inside our industry, where basically we're giving you a step-by-step templated approach for you to connect with people on Facebook and move them through a sales process to make you sales. If we were to package that up and sell it, it would easily be a $500 course, because Layla and I alone have built a high 6-figure business just from Facebook. The next bonus that we're going to give for you here today when you join for free is our cutting edge 25 leads a day from Periscope. Periscope's a free app. We're going to teach you how to use it, what to say, what not to say, and how to generate leads from there. $197 value. We're also going to give you our access to our private getaway masterminds. Yes, we do masterminds where it's private invite. Lawrence had one in his suite in Orlando last weekend. We do them all over the place wherever we pop up. The next mastermind is actually going to be in Hawaii. If you're looking to get to Hawaii in January, then you need to sign up and take massive action. And again, we've seen people charge in their inner circle as much as $10, $20, $100,000 a year to be a part of these masterminds. You're also going to get something that's very unique to our team, and that's epic blog content crafted by 6- and 7-figure earners. We actually have a blog that you can leverage with content that your audience would love, and when they click a button or they click a banner to go and join, they join you. So we are selling for you. That's pretty cool, right? That's a $47 a month value. You get it for free. You're also going to get our sales-grabbing, pre-made 10-day email follow-up campaign. Remember we were talking about earlier on how you must be building a list? Well, the second prong to that is you must actually have emails that persuasively impact and tell stories so your audience is persuaded to buy. I paid legitimately $1,000 for these emails, and I'm going to give them to you when you sign up here today. Guys, just those bonuses that we shared there, that's over $19,997 worth of real life value. Now, if you think I'm bullshitting, if you think I'm just making this stuff up, you are absolutely crazy. The next couple I want to bring out are right now. So while you're sitting at home, wherever you're watching this, maybe you're at work, maybe you're on your way home on your computer or your laptop or phone while driving, which I wouldn't recommend to do, and you're starting to feel this little bit about, you're starting to feel just a little bit more happy about your life. You're starting to feel more aware of and see, you know what, with these techniques, with this team, I genuinely could have a huge impact in my life. I could genuinely change my life. And maybe you were someone that was a bit down and out. Maybe you were someone that had a lot of things happen to them in their life recently and in their past that just kind of, made you lose hope almost. Maybe you were someone that thought that a good thing would never happen again. I don't know. Is that your story? Maybe you need something like this. Maybe this has been the exact thing you've been searching for. Now, Muriel, I don't know if your amazing husband is there with you, and I know right now it's in the middle of the night because they are in they're in Holland right now. But I'd love for you to come on and just share your story that's been happened to you in the last year or so with Empower Network and with this team, please.
Hey guys, everyone! Thank you so much for bringing me out. Actually, yes, my husband Dirk is right crushed into bed. It's the middle of the night, but I'm here. Marketers don't sleep, right? So about us, 2 years ago, we were completely new online. We had a restaurant business. I was a social worker, couldn't even copy paste, didn't know what a link was, and by the use of smart systems, we became aware of the fact that, you know, we were 200K in debt, and it was a bad, dark black hole. We had no idea how to climb out. People were telling us there's no way you can pay this off. You will be hanging on your debts for the rest of your life. We have 2 growing up kids. It was the moment of awareness that what are we going to do? We're going to listen to people around us. But then, fortunately, my dear husband Dirk had an open mind moment and found this great system and this team that's guiding us as well on the internet. And we started to work with it. In the first, not how we're supposed to do it. We were like figuring out how to get started. But finally, step by step, we found out that it helped us save the restaurant from dying. So we didn't only lose 1 restaurant, not 2, but only 1. So all the marketing value that was shown in this system and in this training, we could use for existing restaurant business, like how to attract more customers, how to promote your business. So it does work for any business. But on the other side, it helped us to build up an online pipeline of residual income. And those things were just happening by following everything that's in here. So if it can be done by us, our future has changed because of this, and we really wish that to anyone out there who is some kind of stuck, or it's kind of great working in this community and with these businesses and with all you guys we've met, and it's an amazing community, heart-centered, entrepreneurial community.
We love you. We love you guys.
Thank you.
So by now, everyone watching this and on the replay, for the last 49 minutes, you've been listening to myself and people from many different walks of life over in Holland, in Australia, in Texas with Lawrence. You've heard young people like Kat and I who really, when older generations look at us, they think, well, what could you teach me about business? But little do they know this little boy in a t-shirt and a hat makes more money in a month than 99% of people make in a year. And I'm not saying that to brag, I'm not saying it to boast, I couldn't care less. As you can see, I'm not dolled up with rings and jewelry and whatnot. I just understand and I take pride in the fact that I can, I'm my mom and dad, my kid's superhero. I am their superhero. They will never have to want, they will never have to worry about where that's coming from because I was able to take action. Now, before I round it out and let you go, right now I know that you're 1 or 2 people. The first person is someone that's listened, they've kind of got what's going on, they have this really good feeling inside of them of optimism, they can finally see that they've found a team that will actually tell them and show them how they can actually get results no matter what business that they're in, but there's just a little bit hesitant on what it is that they're signing up for. So what I want that person to do is get back with the person that invited you here, or simply click the link, come to that page, sign up, and then speak to the person that will work too. Or you could be person number 2. You're someone that's seen all this, it's made sense, you feel in your heart, you feel in your soul that this is something that you can use. Maybe you're in a weight loss business, whether you're a real estate agent, it doesn't really matter what business that you're in. You know that at the end of the day, money comes from one place, right? It comes from people. So if you understand how to talk to people, what drives people, and how they emotionally make decisions, you can sell whatever you want, because at the end of the day, you know how to talk to people. Now, before we go, I want to share a little story with you. A few months ago, Layla and I were over at her parents' house cooking. It was obviously a few months ago because the sun was still out here in Canada. And I was listening to Layla's dad's next door neighbor tell Layla's dad a story about how he went to see the financial planner. Bear in mind, he's almost 60 years old. He went to see the financial planner after working many, many years, 20 plus years with the same company, making smart decisions, saving, doing everything the American dream tells him. And he was expecting to go and them to say a year and a half max, you and your wife can retire and live not only an amazing lifestyle, but you don't have to take a dip in your lifestyle. You don't have to lose the lifestyle that you've built up. You can actually keep going and maybe even be a bit more lavish and luxurious and travel if you want. Well, that's not what he heard. He heard that he's still going to have to live or still going to have to work for another 7 to 10 years. Could you imagine that? Working your whole life, doing everything you're supposed to, working really hard, listening to the man, being tied to a routine, making savings, creating savings, not going on vacations that you want. And then when you think that you're actually time to retire and live the life that you were meant to live, you're told you have to work another 8 to 10 years. How devastating would that be? Is that what you want for your life? Is that what you want for your family? Absolutely not. So when I heard that, it was time for me to draw a line in the sand and say enough is enough. This is my purpose. This is my passion. I've developed a skill set, just with everybody on this panelist here tonight, this team. We've developed a skill set that allows us to go out and no matter what business, no matter what market we're in, we can make money. It's not about the money though. It's about the options, the freedom, and the lifestyle that it brings. So it's within every fiber of my being that if you decide that you want to join a team like this, if you decide, you know what, I need this in my business, if you decide I don't even have a business, but I want to be a part of this business, me and all of these leaders on here will put our hand down and show you exactly what we've done and the mistakes that we've made so you don't need to make them and you can go straight to the stuff that gets you results. So by now, you've heard enough from me. Click the buttons below, come and watch the presentation and take action. Now, as if that wasn't enough, you have until November 1st to lock in your spot because Empower Network is doing something ridiculous with a new hybrid compensation plan called the Uniline. I know, what does that even mean? Basically, it means if you don't get in now, you're going to get in a few weeks or a few months, and you're going to be kicking yourself that you didn't because you're going to miss hundreds, if not thousands of people that you could be making money from in your team. Guys, it doesn't matter if you know all of this. It doesn't matter if it doesn't even make sense to you. Go with your gut. Go with your heart. Go with your soul right now. Go with that feeling you have inside of you. Welcome to the team. Take advantage of all those bonuses, and we can't wait to see you inside the next 8-figure mastermind trading. So from me and all the leaders here, I'm sorry you didn't get to hear from Cheryl or from Sheena, but you'll definitely get to hear from them next week because they're incredible people with great stories that you deserve to hear. So we're rounding it out. Thank you guys. We love you all very much, and we'll see you on the next episode. Again, if you're watching the recording, this is after November 1st. You've missed out, but don't miss out any more time. Take action right now. Take care, guys.